Hi everyone, it's Angelina from Sparkling Diva, and I want to do an unboxing. Well, a review. Let's call it a review because I've already unboxed it. This is I'll show you the Dark Goddess Oracle cards. I came across that a week and a half ago or something. It's difficult to come by, but you can find it if you Google it. But it's not easy. I don't even think Amazon has got it. And I came across a card when I was looking for something in Google Images, and I just loved it. And then I found it, even though it wasn't easy. And this is the box. It's just a default normal hard box, normal size as well. And look at the name. I'm not entirely certain how to pronounce it, but if you want to look it up, then you have the name. And the booklet that comes with it, I'll show you the cards in a minute, of course, as well. But I also like to know, when I want to buy a deck, I really want to know what the booklet is going to offer me. So it's thin, but it does offer quite a lot of information, so that's really nice. I haven't gone through the first part yet, so it's introduction. I only got this in about an hour ago, okay? And then there's how to use, single spread, 3-card spread, the usual stuff, the Triskelion spread. Well, I like that. I like Celtic stuff. And then it goes into the goddesses, black and white image of the card. And there is a little poem with each goddess that you can use to call upon her, to invoke her. Then there is what you call that, a description of the goddess's energy, what she stands for. And then the historical information is here as well, like whether she's from Greek origin or Celtic or, whatever. Sumerian is in there as well, all kinds of different goddesses. And this is the Dark Goddesses foresight, so that's the message. It comes up with a number of sentences. It's not a complete, like a story. It's just separate sentences in that sense, and then you can choose which one resonates with you. So this is the amount of info you get per goddess. Right, it's 2 pages per goddess each time. So that's really nicely done. I'm not certain. Let me have a quick look if there's anything. No, there's nothing in the back anymore. So that is what the little white book offers you. And I'm going to show you the cards. They're the Triskelion on the back. And I already shuffled them, so they're not in alphabetical order, but I'll show you a number of the cards because I couldn't find these on Google Images anywhere. A few of them, maybe 4 or 5. So we have Run, Abuse. I'm not certain if I pronounced the names right, okay? They're so slippery. They are nice. Look at it. I'm not certain. Yeah, you can see that. They got the silver edges. Silver edges, not gold, but silver. I like that. It goes really well with the black. This is Sedna, Abandonment, Baba Yaga, Loss. Must admit, I never knew it was a woman. I don't know. I'm not really drawn to Baba Yaga. That's why. Fortuna, Fate, and at the bottom it has that word, right? The energy, what the goddess is about. Then we have. I must put them down. It's so slippery. Isis, Resurrection. Lilith. I love that Lilith is in here. Equality. Then we have Hine Nutepo, probably not pronouncing that right. I'll look that up later on. Look at her mouth. Trust. We have Inara, Trickery. Hell, Concealment. Pythia, Knowledge. The Oracle of Delphi. I like that. I like that a lot. Aradia, like that too. Defense. Erzuli, I'm not certain. I'm not familiar with her either. Prosperity. Iresh Kigal. Coercion. I'm going to show all the cards quickly so you have a good look at them, because that was annoyed me that I couldn't find all the cards that are in this deck. So I'm just going through them. Inanna, I love that she was in here too. Seduction. Guabansex, Wrath. Again, I'm not certain if I get the names right. De Morrigan, oh my god, yes. When I saw that, it's like, I must have this deck. I do have great affinity with De Morrigan. De Morrigan, Morgaine. Sovereignty. Arachne. Hubris. I have no idea what that means even. Dear Woman. Temptation. Kali. Destruction. Nyx. Respite. Gaia. Don't you just love that? I do. It's creation. Gaia. Wonderful card. Persephone. Compliance. Kiridwin. Inspiration. Ditty. Never heard of her. Revenge. Hecate. Protection. We have Nuba. Denial. I think it's Nuba because of the umlaut on it. I'm not certain. Sekhmet. Empowerment. Aren't these cards beautiful? I really just love them. I'm going to use them in a minute as well for a reading. I'll post a link underneath this review. So if you're interested in seeing them in a reading, combined with other cards, because I've already drawn these cards. So I'm going to add a card from this deck to it, but then you can see them in action. Oh dear God. Fomnach, I'm not certain. Envy. Maman Brigitte. Redemption. Medea. Deception. Pele. Transformation. I've lately come to appreciate her because she takes away land with her lava, right? She's connected to the volcano on Hawaii, and she takes away land when she erupts, but she also then the lava flows into the ocean, and then it creates new land. So she takes land, but she creates new land as well. So it's transformation. Because of the fire too, right? The fire aspect. And this one I've been searching for about 45 minutes online just now how to pronounce that. I want to have the Scottish Gaelic pronunciation, and buggered if I can find it. There's so many things like kayak, kajich. Kailich, a lot of Kailich coming up, and I think one of these is Irish Gaelic, but I'm looking for the Scottish pronunciation and I can't find it. So yeah, well, whatever her name is, I so want to get it right. You know, if you happen to know the Scottish pronunciation, please let me know what it is. Endurance. It's papalotl. It's papalotl. Oh. Purification. It's likely either Mexican, I suppose, or let me have a quick look, because I'm not certain whether it's Mexican or Polynesian. I'm not familiar with this goddess at all. Oh, Aztec. Right. Purifier of Aztec origin. Obsidian butterfly, a warrior goddess. Alright. Okay. An Aztec goddess. Oya, deliverance. Pandora, curiosity. I do like that card. Ma'at, judgment. Then we have Udzume, persuasion. I like that card too, look at it, it's so pretty. Penthesilea, guilt. Sheila Nagig, desperation. Skadi, atonement. I have no idea, is that a Norse tradition? There's really a number of goddesses or women in here that I really don't know. Yeah, Norse origin. Skadi was a giant warrior goddess associated with bow hunting, winter and mountains. She was wife first to Njord and later to Odin, but most noted as being responsible for punishing Loki. Oh, hey, as atonement for his verbal and sexual abuse of the goddesses by physically scarring him and brutally killing his son. Wow, well, that's a woman to be reckoned with then. And we have Aingana, health. Well, I like, she's a snake woman. And I really don't like snakes. I don't even like touching it. It's like, ew. I really, really do not like snakes. But I do like that it is associated with health. And I have this thing because of the Lenormand cards, right? The snake is about lies and cheating and all that stuff. And somehow that came to stick, even though I know from my pagan studies that, well, it's not like that at all when it comes to a snake, but still. So I'm really happy that they associated that with health. And maybe my own inner view will change. Nimetona, secrecy. I like that card. These butterflies, moth. Arnemacia, integrity. Then we have Medusa, appearance. I read online somewhere that someone wasn't happy that oftentimes Medusa wasn't in this sort of deck. I think that was about a review of the Goddesses and Sirens deck from Stacey DeMarco. Well, it's in here. It's in this deck. Shanji, I'm not entirely certain how to pronounce that. Obsession, it's about obsession. I first thought it said Namad, but it's Tiamat. Control. Skilla. I like that because I'm at the moment I'm watching this new series Siren, so this actually reminds me of that a bit, the Siren legend drama. Also because I used that in my second novel that well, it's almost finished. I have to finish the last round of editing, then I can send it off to the publisher. To my publisher, but I use this as well, the legends of the sirens. Now, I do believe this is Maeve, although I always thought then it was A-E-A. But doesn't that make sense? No, that doesn't make sense, does it? Anyhow, Maeve, determination. So that's it for the cards. That's all the cards. So I hope you like that. Let me know if you know, if you like these reviews. And gosh, they are so slippery that at least they're not going to stick. You know, when you shuffle. You know, I had that with another deck, the Green Witch card deck, for instance. These cards, the coating was horrible. Because the cards tended to stick in clumps, and then you can't work with it. And this, well, you can see that, I guess, that these are really shiny. They're really quite slippery. They they move all over the place. Not always handy to have that happen. You can even see it when I just put it down. It just moved by itself. So the cards are really slippery. The stock is okay. It's not too thick. It's just, yeah, it's okay. I kind of like it. It's I prefer this this type of stock. I had the Akashic tarot cards in about 2 weeks ago or something. Yeah, they are thicker. You can even see that, I think, when I move them. These are more, yeah, there's more spring to them. Sometimes I find these, the Akashic Tarot deck, a bit difficult to shuffle as well. They also tend to stick together a bit. I had to use the fan powder on this deck. I will not have to do that on this one. Which pleases me tremendously, because I don't like having to use the fan powder. So, but it will likely, yeah, sometimes be a bit tricky to shuffle these, as they are really, really slippery. I think it compares in that sense. If you have that deck, the Gilded Reverie tarot deck from Ciro Marchetti, these are also very smooth and very slippery cards. These are the same in that sense. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this. So if you like this deck, well, just simply Google it online. You can find it. I'm not certain where I found it. This woman has this Barbara meiklejohn-free. I'm not certain how to pronounce that either. She has her own website. If you go there, you can find this deck. But it's you can find it a bit cheaper as well if you Google for it. Dark Goddess Oracle Nemesis Now. Because apparently Nemesis Now, which is a huge wholesaler in the UK, this is a British woman, and Nemesis Now distributes this deck as well to Gothic shops. So if you start Googling that, Dark Goddess Oracle Nemesis Now, it will come up in Gothic shops. And that's how I found it in the end. And I found it cheaper as well than on her website. I actually do think I found it on Amazon too. Yeah, I did. I think I did. But I cannot purchase of Amazon myself, because they don't take PayPal. So anyhow, if you're interested in it, I do think it's well worth it. I've drawn a few cards for myself, just single cards, and I do like it. I do like the messages. I can do. I'll do one card reading, so you have a bit of an idea of the message. Oops, that's what I mean. They're so slippery. They're all. I'm gonna do it differently so you can see it. I'm just gonna get out 1, 2, 3. That one, hell. Why? All right. Let's see what her message is, and I'll read it out to you. Then you have a bit of an idea what you can expect. Because like I said, I always like that as well before I buy a deck. I want to know what information it offers me. The Dark Goddess Foresight is time for a spring clean. Get rid of any clutter and energize your home. Open windows and let in fresh air. Don't keep anything if you feel you should to please others. Only you know what it is you are hiding. Take steps to overcome anything that is not allowing you to feel free. Hell is the archetypal hoarder of Norse origin. Hell had authority over 9 worlds, administering board and lodging to those sent to her, those who die of sickness or old age. This black and white mistress of the underworld like to accumulate the chattels of those who are sent to her, hoarding this wealth, telling none should any one wish to steal from her. Right. Okay. And then there is the that little poem that you can use to invoke her. Out of the old, make room for new. It's sad, but something all must do. From out of the closet make a stance. No need to hide. Now take a chance. By the power of Dark Goddess in me, protection in place, blessed be. That's how these poems all finish. By these 2 lines, by the power of Dark Goddess in me, protection in place, blessed be. That's how they all finish. I'll show you this entire message, and you can read it. You can pause the thingy so you can read it. then you have a bit of an idea what to expect. I'll show you one more card. Okay, let's go for what? Well, maybe Gaia is nice, because it's about the dark goddess. This might be a different message. I'll show you that as well. Gaia, the dark goddess foresight, you are being distracted from your path. Time to focus on what is truly important to you. Be true to your beliefs and yourself. Don't give in to the demands of others. Set clear boundaries. Be responsible for your actions. Seize the day and create the life you want. I'll show you the entire page. I think it's on there. You can pause it and read it. So, and then you have a good idea, I suppose, of what this deck can do for you, what it can offer you. I think I'm gonna really enjoy it. I've been looking forward to getting this in so much. So, well, if you liked it, look at these backs, they're also beautiful. If you liked it, please let me know, give me these thumbs up, and by all means, if you want to see it in being used in a reading, I'm going to record that reading in a minute. And it's going to be a really interesting one as well, about your love life and what is coming in, or what are you headed for, what is the course you've plotted, and also what is blocking that from coming in. And I'm going to use these on that card, on that, what is blocking it from coming in. I'm going to use these for that, as well as the Akashic Tarot. So if you want to see it used, check it out. I'll put a link in the description box underneath. And yeah, well, I will maybe see you again with another review, or with my readings. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.